One of 2021's biggest stories was a China ban on Bitcoin mining. On one hand, the news did affect Bitcoin's price and gave ammunition to the naysayers that think that governments will outlaw Bitcoin. On the other, the network kept working without a hiccup, recovered its hash rate in record time, and gained in decentralization. However, a question remains. Why did China exclude itself from this very lucrative activity in which they were dominating? As Bitcoin entrepreneur John Carvalho not-so-eloquently put it, I refuse to believe that China is stupid. There has to be a reason, even if it's a simple one. To help our audience solve the puzzle, NewsBTC decided to gather all of our theories in a single post. This one is as straightforward as it gets. When China started cracking down on miners, NewsBTC reported, as for the possible reasons, Bitcoin magazine's Lucas Nuzzi cites the upcoming Digital Yuan CBDC. And Nuzzi said, they're literally rolling out their own coin, a CBDC, that will enable the mass surveillance and unbanking of dissidents. Is that it? Is China having energy issues? In that same article, we posed another theory. In retrospect, we should have seen it coming. Only 2 months ago, following a suspicious blackout, NewsBTC reported according to the Beijing Economic and Information Bureau, there were concerns about the energy consumption related to these activities. PengPai quotes Yu Jianing, rotating chairman of the Blockchain Special Committee of China, to claim that the country's environmental requirements could lead to crypto mining being more strictly regulated. Jianing said this will be inevitable. However, would they be decommissioning small hydropower stations if this was the case? Our report on small hydropower station source was government-regulated media, so take it with a grain of salt. It starts with a claim that clashes heavily with theory number 2. According to the article, the heyday of private power plants in China was the beginning of the century. Investors built thousands of hydropower stations because they saw them as a constant cash cow. For their part, the regions nearby saw them as a sign of progress and a solution to their energy problems. However, with the gradual surplus of electricity in China in recent years, the electricity generated by hydropower stations is often destined to being abandoned, commonly known as abandonment of electricity. Nevertheless, the main reason for the decommissioning seemed to be repairing the original. Hydropower stations have always been one of the important factors restricting the ecology of Sichuan's rivers, said Wang Hua, deputy director of the Sichuan Provincial Water Resources Department. We went a step further. It's possible that the government is trying to get rid of those plants. That would explain the article's tone. It seems like it was trying to get investors to stay away from those hydropower stations. In light of this, China's ban on Bitcoin mining could just be part of an even bigger play. They're serious and methodically shaking things up over there. What could be their endgame? Is China just trying to go carbon neutral and repair the original flow of the rivers? Or is there something else at play here? However, something doesn't add up. In another article about the ban, we highlighted that hydropower energy is clean energy. Did China make the mistake of lifetime by banning Bitcoin mining, or do they have a secret plan? The fact that the electricity for crypto mining in Sichuan came from clean hydropower meant that many thought the province would be a safe haven for Bitcoin miners. We explored Bloomberg's theory about Allah's founder-driven and more China-centric model that China was supposedly exploring. If insiders suggest it will be less founder-driven and more China-centric. Why is China morphing its biggest industries and players? Is the China model just concerned with scale? Or is control their focus?